to my channel. So I've been with MIA because I was away last week on a training, so I just didn't get a chance to actually sit down and film a look for you. So today I'm going to give you this beautiful, vibrant, pink bold eye look. I used Huda Beauty neon palettes. Wow, neon palette. This was my first time using it, and the only one I actually got for myself is the one with these kind of shades, so more of like orange and pinks. Absolutely love this palette. It's super pigmented, really easy to work with. The eyeshadows are super bit like buttery, and they are very high neon. Like, I haven't even applied that much product on my eyes and my eyes are literally popping out. It's just so beautiful. I just cannot believe how beautiful this look has came out. It's better than came out my expectations, because when I was looking at the reviews for Huda Beauty Neon Palette, it was kind of like 50-50. Some people were loving it, some people were like, the pigment is not that good, the colors are not going nicely, blah blah. But I only bought this palette and I absolutely love it. So for me, it's a thumbs up. Definitely Evelyn approved palette. And I kept it pretty simple with my lips and everything else. And also you guys probably know from my not recent videos, from my previous videos, especially from last year, I was loving this hydration mist. It's from a brand called Amore Pacific. Absolutely amazing hydration mist, and they recently just came out with the same mist but in like 4 different categories. So you can buy one for the daytime, there's one at night time, then there's one original one anyway, and there is in between like for oily skin or something like that. But I will link all the description in the description box below. But if you are in the market for a good hydration skin mist, and if you are a dry skin or something and you want something which gonna make you look glowy, hydrated without putting any makeup on, girls, this is where you need. This is an amazing product, amazing. I'll link all the details in the description box so you can check it out. But believe me, I've been using this for 2 years now and I absolutely love it. This is my ride and die hydration mist, by the way, guys. Absolutely love it. And if you want to see how to create this beautiful look, just carry on watching the video. And don't forget, before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, so next time when I'll post a video, you'll get a notification. And also, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.
Hey everybody, so welcome back to my channel. So for this look we are going to begin with some skin hydration or skincare, and I'm going to use my Amore Pacific Skin Hydration Boosting Mist. This is one of my favorites. I've been using it for a very long time. I'm going to do a little bit of a strobing on my face, and for that I'm using my MAC Original Strobe Cream, and I'm just applying this on all the high points of my face. For primer, I'm using a combo of Olay Henriksen Banana C primer mixed with a Farsali No Pore blur primer. So I applied the Farsali one only on the areas where I have more visible pores, and the Olay Henriksen primer all over my face. For my lips, I'm using Dior Lip Balm as to give some hydration. Sorry about that. For the foundation, we are going with Huda Beauty foundation in shade Amaretti. Now this shade is slightly darker for my skin tone, but I don't mind because I like to go a little dark with my foundation, because I like to use a very light concealers, especially under my under eye area. I like to be really brightened up. Like, I really like to brighten that area as much as possible. So I'm applying this with my beauty blender, and the tip about the Huda Beauty foundation is you do not have to go very heavy hand on your first coverage, because it's a super full coverage foundation. If you just apply a thin layer, pretty much will give you the full coverage. For the concealer, we are going with Milani full coverage concealer, and I'm applying the shade medium beige, I believe. I will write down the exact shade in the description box below, but it is one of the medium ones. The tip for this concealer is this concealer dries up really quickly, so it's very, you have to work really fast with it, or you have to do one eye at a time. So for me personally, for my technique, I just like to do one eye at a time, blend and then do the other eye, and then blend and then do the rest of the face. Because for the rest of the face you can just apply the concealer first and then blend all together, because you're not going to wait for too long. But under eye area, you want to make sure you're blending it properly. You're not doing too heavy handed or too light handed. That's why it's best if you do one eye at a time, or you can work super fast. So now I'm just applying the concealer on all the areas where I want to be a little bit more brightened, which is mainly my T-zone and my brow arch, and of course I already did my under eye area. And I'm just blending all this with the same beauty blender which I use to apply my foundation. For the glow, I'm using Huda Beauty Nymph in shade Luna, and I'm applying this on all the areas where I'm going to be like, or I want to be more glow or more highlighted, or more glass looking skin kind of effect. Now first thing I did was I applied it with my hand, and then I actually tried to blend it with my fingers first, but I was struggling a little bit, I don't know why. And then I just sprayed a clean beauty blender with my Amore Pacific skin hydration mist, and I just used that to blend the product more, and it actually blended really nicely with this technique. But blending it on top of other products with the technique I was trying to do, it was just all like cuddling up, which I didn't like it. For my bronzer contour, you can say I've used MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer in shade NC45. This is pretty dark shade, which is super good for contour bronzer look. For blush, I've used Benefit Cosmetics Dewdrops, and this is in, I believe these are in shade Dandelion, because it's really nice blush pink shade. And to set my under eye area, I'm using Fenty Beauty setting powder in shade Butter. This is my Ride and Die product. This is one of the setting powders I am absolutely in love with. For high end, this is one of my favorites right now. To set rest of my face, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder, and this is in shade medium. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of a baking too. For bronzer contour, kind of more of a bronzer look, I'm using Milani Cosmetics Bronzer in shade light to medium. And now I'm just dusting off my baking, or just making sure all the baking is nicely blended before I go with anything else. Now I'm picking up the shade Dandelion blush from Benefit Cosmetics, and I'm applying this as a powder layer of a blush on my face. These are GLAM pearls. These are like Metrolius pearls. They are different colors, but it gives you really nice highlight, soft highlight, brighten effect on your face. Again, one of the steps you can totally skip. You don't have to have this. Again, with the Becca Cosmetic Jaclyn Hill palette, I just added a little bit pink blush there, but again, one of the steps you can totally skip. For highlighter, I'm using the Balm Cosmetics highlighter in shade Mary-Lou-Manizer. This was my first highlighter I ever bought, and I absolutely love this. It's such a good product. It's oldie but a goodie. And first of all I did was I just sprayed my Anastasia highlighter brush with some Amore Pacific spray, and then I used my highlighter, and I'm just applying it all the areas where I used Luna, or where I want to be highlighted. Oh man, I can't speak today. I just feel like it. Every time I have to do voiceover, I just start feeling this itch in my throat. I don't know why. Anyway, so I'm just giving my face, or all the areas I want to be a bit more pop kind of look. For my nose contour, I'm using Milani's bronzer again, and I'm applying this with an eyeshadow brush. I feel like it within like more tapered eyeshadow brush, I get better nose contour than actually the brushes which are made for nose contour kind of thing. For brows, I'm going with Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and this is in shade number 5, and I'm just gonna do my brows very quickly. Brows is one of those things which you don't want to like see on the camera, because sometimes it can take only 5 minutes, and sometimes it takes like 30 minutes just to do your brows. And I also use the Goof Proof Brow Powder in shade number 5 just at the front of my brows to fill the front part. To carve my brow bone, I'm using Hard Candy Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer in shade Extra Light. This is one of my favorite products. I've been using it for 7 years now, actually longer than 7 years, and absolutely love this. And I'm using the same concealer as my eye base also. It's a super extra light and full coverage concealer, so it gives me a really nice canvas to work with. To set my eye base, I'm using RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, and I'm giving a very thin coat of this powder before going with my eyeshadows. And for eyeshadows, we are using Huda Beauty Neon Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm picking up this really nice bright flamingo kind of shade, and I'm just picking that up on a very fluffy and very big eyeshadow brush. And this brush is from Bordlim. I will write down the number in the description box below. For this kind of eye look, when you're using only one color and you just want to apply this all over your eye, this kind of brush is amazing because it does like your job in half a time. So I'm just using the same brush and taking the same color on my lower lash line also. And I'm picking up a more flat brush, and I'm just going to pack up the same shade on my lid, but I'm literally going to pack this up like super heavy handed, so it will pop out more. Now just with the more of a big fluffy pencil brush, I'm just doing my lower lash line, and I went with the clean blending brush and just blended all the edges and make sure everything is looking nice and smooth. Now I'm picking up the again, this is one of the pink shades from the palette. It has a bit of a pigment and a glitter kind of effect, and it gives you really nice inner corner. Before going on with mascara, I've just curled my lashes. For lip liner, I'm using Milani Cosmetics lip liner in shade Natural Nude, and I'm going to apply this. Basically, I'm going to line my lips with this liner, and I'm also going to fill it very ever so lightly, just the outer part of my lips. I'm not going to take this in the inner part. For the lipstick, I'm taking MAC Cosmetics matte lipstick in shade Velvet Teddy, and I applied this all over it. Now just pressing it and making it a little bit more smooth. For lashes, I've used one of the lashes from like a random company I found on Amazon, but they are so good. They kind of like a dupe for Demi Wispies. To give my lips a little bit of a gloss effect, I've used my Koo lip oil, coconut lip oil, and to look like my face is looking all nice and even and everything is nice, smooth, blended, not too heavy handed or anything, I've just used my MAC Cosmetics NC45 and went with all over my face with the ever so lightly hand, and just applied it everywhere. For mascara, I've used my Essence mascara, and to set my makeup in place, I've used again my Amore Pacific Mist. Hope you guys like this look. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I shall see you guys next time. Love you all. Take care. Bye.